Do you remember when Racing Point took loads of pictures of the 2019 Mercedes and then built their own for 2020? Do you remember how funny that was? Do you remember how we called it a tracing point and made every opportunity to use that term? Do you remember how... What? They've done it again? Oh, for fuck. But it raises a valid point, because Aston Martin has once again turned up with a car that looks vaguely similar to another. It's the Red Bull this time. Hence the reason these old tracing point memes have been brought up again. The FIA has banned the 3D cameras that Racing Point, now Aston Martin, used to build its Mercedes copy, but having these new side pods and floor, and it is just the side pods and floor this time, it's all caused a bit of a kerfuffle in the paddock and on social media. And the side pods are very reminiscent of the Red Bull, we will give them that. So how have they done it? Well, it might be down to the way that personnel move between teams, given that most of them are based here in the UK. All the teams with the exception of AlphaTauri, Ferrari and Alfa have got bases in the UK. This means that the UK based teams will often end up with the pick of the engineers, since they are all within an hour's drive of each other, pretty much. So if you move team, you don't necessarily have to move house, so your family's still in one spot while you go off working. And this is what has happened. Aston Martin's chief aero guy, Dan Fallows, used to work at Red Bull, and supposedly had a decent amount of input into the design of that 2022 car. Now, there are rules designed to stop engineers taking designs in a physical form, such as blueprints, to other teams, but there is nothing to stop an idea going across to other teams. The Star Trek Deep Space Nine episode Far Beyond the Stars springs to mind as Cisco's having a bit of a breakdown, saying that you can't stop what's up here. But to put it into a more motorsport friendly context, think about the Nissan Delta Wing and how Panos, Nissan and Ben Bowlby were caught in this triangle over who owned the rights to the car. Panos said it was their design because they had it first, while Nissan was saying no, it's Bowlby's design and Bowlby can bring it here because it's his idea and we can do whatever the hell we like with it. So is it not really a copy then? Taking an existing idea to another team and utilising it? That's what's happened, right? But it's not like Aston has copied the entire car like they did with Mercedes last time around. But, you know, copying happens all the time in Formula 1. It's an arms race. In arms races, things get copied. Look at the Cold War. The Tupolev 144 that was nicknamed Concordski because it was a blatant copy of Concorde, even if the 144 flew first was larger and slightly faster. Not as airworthy though. Then there's all the double diffuser copies as teams look to get on the level of the Brawn in 2009, or the blown diffuser copies that flooded the sport when Red Bull had theirs, and Red Bull and Ferrari have actually copied Aston Martin's so-called Bib Wing on the front of the car. I haven't found a detailed picture of it, but it's sort of here at the front of the car, where the floor splits the air to the left and right hand sides. And Matteo Binotto had even admitted that this year Ferrari had responded very quickly to what other competitors had been trying to come up with, and had somehow managed to get a copy of this Bib Wing designed, run through the simulators and put on the car in time for launch and testing. So Red Bull and Ferrari have found that it does something for the car, but you know, I'm no aerodynamicist, so I don't know what exactly it is. And since the Aston has problems with porpoising that they're kind of desperate to get rid of so they can be competitive, adapting the Red Bull floor and side pod design philosophy might help them in that. And why not adapt what works from the Red Bull or even the Ferrari to help? It's working for Red Bull or Ferrari, so why not adapt it for work on the Aston Martin? It's probably a bit easier to do these days in this world of computer-aided design and simulation technology, and probably much harder to do back in the days of Lotus and Cooper. I mean, they did start to copy Lotus with the wings in the late 1960s when they found that was working, and then there was the other team scrapping to copy the X-Wings that I showed in Wednesday's video. And at the time of writing this and recording this, practice hasn't started, so we'll just have to see what happens. There might be teething issues, it might be a total flop, but it might work. It's like the 1996 Monaco Grand Prix and that no fuel stop run that Panis did to get the win. If Aston Martin pulls it off, they'll look like geniuses. If it fails, they'll look like idiots. Teams have had 73 years to try and copy the best bits of other cars for use on their own, and it seems that only Aston Martin has had the balls to do it on a large scale, even if it is a little bit less blatant than the 2020 Merc copy was. But anyway, I'd like to know your thoughts on all of this. Is it blatant cheating that needs stamping out immediately, or has Aston Martin just pulled a grey area masterstroke through the transferring of staff between one team and another? I mean, look at how the double diffuser concept ended up at 3 separate teams thanks to the demise of Super Aguri. Leave any thoughts and opinions down in the designated conversation starting zone underneath this video and get a discussion going. It is, after all, why I do these videos. And while you're scrolling down, if you haven't already, give the video a like so the algorithm can do algorithmy things. And if you're new to the channel and want to see more stuff like this, then get subscribed and also get that bell on so you never miss out on a future video. Massive thanks to the kind folk over at Patreon who continue to support the channel, and if you want to help contribute to the image buying fund, you can do so by following the link in the description, where there'll also be links to Discord and also to my socials. So until next time, I've been Aidan Millward. Have a great day wherever you live in the world, and I'll see you all again soon for another video. Goodbye.